Most people, they're building brands. The smart ones, they're building ecosystems. Because if all of your revenue is coming from one offer, you're one algorithm update, one supply chain issue, or one bad customer review away from being broke. Look at Disney. They don't rely on just one thing to pay their bills. Every part of their business runs like its own engine. They've got what I like to call revenue rooms. Little parts of the business built to make money on their own. Some people call it a strategic business unit. I just call it a revenue room or money division. Sounds way more swagged out, right? Feels like something you see in a heist movie. But this is the legal way, yo. And the more strategic business units or revenue room for money divisions you have, the more unstoppable your business becomes. But here's the real key. It's not just about having a bunch of rooms. It's about knowing which rooms are printing money like crazy, which ones could be next if you invest a little bread into it, which ones are just chilling, not bothering nobody, and which ones are sitting there collecting dust, draining your budget like the gym membership you keep forgetting to cancel. Think of strategic business units like the different food stands at a theme park. One stand sells pizza, another sells ice cream, another sells lemonade. Each stand has its own workers, its own pricing, its own inventory, and its own way of making sales. But at the end of the day, all that money goes to the same park owner. That's exactly how big companies work. Each strategic business unit or revenue room is like a mini business inside of the business. It has its own goals, team, strategy, and often its own marketing and budget. But they all contribute to the same company's success. So while one division might be focused on product sales, another could be focused on subscription. Another could be focused on services or experiences. They're all bringing in money in different ways. And that diversity is what makes the entire company more stable and scalable. This setup lets companies test new ideas, grow faster, and spread risk, yo. If one money division starts slowing down, another might be taking off. If one flops, it doesn't take the business down with it. That's the power of revenue room, shorty. If you're running a brand, especially in e-commerce or digital products, you can build your own revenue room too. Alright, so now that you understand what a revenue room is, let me show you how big companies decide which rooms to grow and which ones to lock up and walk away from. Get in close so I can tell you this real quick. It's called the BCG Matrix, but I like to call it the what's working and what's wasting scorecard. This simple framework helps you look at every part of your business and ask, is this bringing in solid money right now? Could this pop off with the right investment? Is this just doing its thing and covering its rent? Or is this a money pit pretending to be useful? You'd be surprised how many people keep trying to save a dead product just because it feels like it should be doing better. Whoa, push your guns away. No shade. But if that product hasn't moved since last Black Friday, you already know what's up, homie. The Matrix, or the what's working, what's wasting scorecard, breaks everything into 4 buckets. Number 1, stars. These are your MVPs, your all-stars, high performers, fast growing, and pulling their weight. You want to invest in these. Example, Disney Plus at launch, booming market, insane demand, tons of upside. Number 2, cash cows, reliable, predictable, profitable. They're not flashy, but they pay the bills. You don't need to babysit these, just automate and keep milking. Example, Disneyland, still bringing in money, but the market isn't exploding anymore. The third one, question marks. These are your what ifs. Fast growing market, but your product isn't pulling its weight yet. Could be the next big thing or a total flop. So now you have to decide, do you double down or cut your losses? Example, a new product line that feels promising but hasn't proven itself yet. Numero cuatro, dogs. No offense to the name, but these are dead weight, low sales, no growth, and they eat up your time, energy, and budget like a bad habit. Unless you can rebrand or repurpose it, it might be time to let it go. You need to take that dog to the veterinarian. It got rabies, yo. Example, DVD rental kiosk in 2025. Enough said. Alright, so why does any of this matter if you run ads, post content, or sell products online? Because every part of your marketing strategy, your ad account, or your product catalog is basically its own strategic business unit or revenue room. And if you don't know how to manage those rooms, you either A, leaving money on the table, or B, wasting budget on stuff that should have been cut months ago. Like, bro, that room got roaches and rats in it. You need to exterminate that room and put some caution tape over it, yo. Okay, let's break it down. Say you run an e-commerce store or a digital marketing agency. You've got different product catalogs, different ad campaigns, different offers, different audiences. Each of those should be treated like its own strategic business unit or its own money division, its own revenue room. Now, this is where the BCG Matrix or the what's working, what's wasting scorecard becomes your best friend. Here's exactly how to use it in your marketing game. Stars, double down. These are your high performers, best selling product, best converting offer, best performing ad. You scale these up, spend more, test new creatives, optimize your landing pages. This is where your attention and your ad budget should live. Cash cows, set and forget systems. These are your reliable earners. Not flashy, but consistent like clockwork. Don't overthink them. Run automated remarketing ads. Set up your email flows. Bundle them with your newer offers. They're not loud, but they're profitable. Question marks, test zone. This is where a lot of businesses get stuck, and this is why I come in to help them get right. Something feels like it should be working, but the sales ain't matching the hype. Maybe it's a product you love. Maybe it gets a lot of clicks, but the conversions, weak. Think of Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses. Cool concept, looks good, big potential, but it hasn't taken off yet. It needs more testing, more positioning, more market education before it becomes a star, if it ever does. This is where the testing begins. Landing page testing, also called A/B testing. Ad testing, also called message testing or ad angles. UGC content, also called user-generated content. This is content that is generated by the people that use your products or services. Offer testing, also called offer tweaks or bundling. Basically, it's changing how you present your product or service to better match or even exceed what the people want. It's about giving more value for the buck. If it works, it becomes a store. If not, it solely walks into dog territory. That means you need to take it to the veterinarian. Think of the New York Giants right now. We're a big old question mark. We've got potential. We've got pieces. We've got heart. But we just haven't tapped into it yet. One good draft, one breakout season, one healthy O-line away from being dangerous again. We're close, but not there yet. Dogs, cut it or flip it. Now this might hurt, but some things just aren't worth saving. If a product has low sales, high returns, and it burns advertising spend like incense at a yoga studio, it's time to cut it, yo. Reallocate that energy or that budget into stars and your cash cows. Think of the Amazon Fire Phone. Big lines, big hype, but the market didn't care. Low sales, no real market demand. Amazon quality killed it. That dog had to get put down, yo. Think of the Dallas Cowboys. Once a star back in the 90s, now America's trash. Not even a cash cow, just a highly funded dog with a fancy uniform in an overpriced stadium. A relic of the past, still screaming, "This is our year," every September like clockwork. It's not, it never is, and honestly, it should be replaced with a Buc-ee's. At least Buc-ee's delivers every single time. But hey, that's just me. Let's say you sell 4 types of products on your Shopify store. Custom t-shirts, doing great, fast sales, high margin. That's a star, baby. Mugs with quotes, steady seller but not growing. That's a cash cow. Phone cases, new, low sales but high potential. That's a question mark. Keychains, barely selling, high returns. That's a dog, my boy. Using the BCG Matrix or the what's working, what's wasting scorecard, you scale up ads for your shirts. Keep email marketing bundles for your mugs. Test different creatives and influencers for your phone cases. And cut keychains or rebrand them all together. The BCG Matrix or the what's working, what's wasting scorecard helps you stop guessing. It gives you a simple way to ask, what should I double down on? What just paying the bills? What might be big if I nurture it? What's draining my time and money? Whether you're running a multi-million-dollar brand or just starting to sell online, this framework can save you money, time, and headaches. And hey, homie, if you got value from this video, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone else who needs it. Don't be a gatekeeper. Put somebody else on.